What up, witches?
What up, witches?
What up, witches?
What up, witches? We're back.
Welcome back to the
Welcome.
podcast. I'm Ellie.
Where we embrace the magic and mayhem of everyday life. I'm Kitty. I like how we did that.
Wait, okay, that works. Sorry. We did it. We kind of did it. Sorry, I forgot your line.
We always do. We do the millennial pause. We're like, are we live? We're live. All right, cool. Let's go. We will never get out of the millennial pause.
Is that a thing?
Yes, that is a thing. And I hope everybody enjoyed that slurping because it's about what we hear from Donald Trump on the regular now that he is declining so much.
So hard.
It was a perfect segue, and I half did it on purpose because our diaper in chief over here is now in the stage of dementia where he is slurping, literally slurping his saliva when he talks. Because that part, yes, like, yes. He's doing that like every few words, which is what you do in late stage dementia because the part, especially if he has the frontal temporal dementia. So the system is breaking down like that. He's going to forget to, a lot of people who have this type of dementia, like literally forget to swallow and choke on their own spit in their sleep.
Oh, that's brutal. She's shaking the jar. Shake, 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 shake.
Well, my prediction is that they are keeping him in office just through this week, through January 20th, so that he can have one full year as president, right? Mm-hmm. And then they are going to get him out because he is obviously too sick to be fucking president. Anybody can see that. JD Prance has been taking more and more time at the monument, as in like in front of the podium, and doing a piss poor job of it. Nobody likes him, which is hilarious. And I think that is to prepare everybody for when he is actually speaking more because he's going to be president. Mm-hmm. And I cannot wait for the couch fucker jokes. I'm so excited. So that was a segue into that. This is going to be a very politically heavy episode, people. We are in season 2, episode 1. And this content and trigger warnings, folks, is a bunch of angry fucking witches. And do you want to know why we're so angry?
Yes, I have been recovering from family visiting for 3 weeks. And
which means you have conveniently been out of the loop.
Yes. If you would like to fill me and maybe some of the listeners in without raging too hard.
I have written it down so that I can be as matter of fact as possible with these next few facts so that I can temper my rage. But trust me, it is there.
I'm ready.
On New Year's Eve, so still 2025, Keith Porter Jr. was shooting some celebratory shots in the air outside of his apartment building with his AR-15 rifle. Not a good idea, right? Typically, this is a, citation. Maybe you get an arrest, come down to the station with us, get a fucking ticket, and then you go home, right? This shit happens all the time. It's America. People shoot off their weapons when they're not supposed to, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He was murdered by an off-duty ICE agent who inserted himself into this non-ICE related situation. He heard gunshots, inserted himself, did not properly identify himself, and Keith Porter Jr. was holding a weapon, and therefore the off-duty ICE agent, who is not a police officer, this ICE agent shot and killed him. So that was the first murder of the new year. Mm-hmm. The second was the day after the anniversary of the January 6th insurrection. Everybody remembers what happens in 2021. What better way to commemorate the whole gaslighting of an administration saying we didn't see what we thought we saw on January 6th, and that was a peaceful protest and yada, 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 that all the Proud Boys and the MAGAs say.
I know, right?
Well, the day after the 5-year anniversary of the attempted insurrection.
5 years.
5 years. It's been 5 years.
You're right. Wow.
Renee Nicole Good was in her car with her wife, drawing attention to and recording, legally observing ICE agents. When Jonathan Ross approached her vehicle. Oh, 555.
So inappropriate. I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. It's totally fine because we can cut that out later. That's actually kind of impressive that we're only 5 minutes in and I'm this far into my notes. That's actually pretty cool.
True. Cool.
So, right?
Hello? Continue?
Well, Jonathan Ross is absolutely a see you next Tuesday. So there's more on that in a moment.
I was like, what? What am I saying? Anyway, thank you.
Ooh, you're good. Renee Good was with her wife in the car. They had dropped off their 6-year-old at school. His dad is passed away. He was a veteran military man, and then wife remarried to a woman, right? So obvious lesbian. Jonathan Ross is filming this situation, this altercation with this woman. Her last words while in the vehicle before being murdered by Jonathan Ross were, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." And then he pulls out his gun and shoots her 3 times in the face. Because he feared for his life. Claiming that he was trying to hit him with her car, when in the footage that he records that is released by JD Vance on X, on Twitter, you can see in the video that he is recording that she backs up and turns her wheel away and then moves forward to pull away when he shoots her 3 times in the face and murders her. Then her body, because a corpse can't stop a moving vehicle, drives off and slams into the rear of a parked car on the other side of the street. She said, this is in front of her house, by the way. She was in like literally the driveway of her house.
Oh my God.
Her and her neighbors were doing the whistle thing to bring attention to ICE in their neighborhood. And they were all legally observing ICE.
Mm-hmm.
And he approached her vehicle in the face 3 times.
For what, dude?
And his words to her body after filming her crash dead are, "Fucking bitch." Her last words to him, "That's fine, dude. I'm not mad at you." And his words to her body were, "Fucking bitch." Hence the title of tonight's episode, A Bunch of Angry Fucking Witches.
Yeah, we mad.
Immediately after this, Jonathan Ross fled the scene, was escorted by fellow ICE agents and federal officers to his home, where his wife was waiting. They packed up and left and have not been seen since. They are in protective custody. Allegedly. The president and vice president's official statement on this, along with the Department of Homeland Security, is that she was a domestic terrorist.
She?
The mother in the car. The picture, by the way, of her car has stuffies in the front glove box. They have a 6-year-old in school that her wife had to go pick up.
So, if it looks bad, make her the enemy. Cool. That's
And you
where
know
we've...
what we have been avoiding talking about this whole week because of this atrocity? The Epstein files. The Department of Justice is still not in compliance with the federal requirement, with the law passed, signed by Donald Trump, the Epstein Transparency Act. They are officially no longer in compliance and can be arrested and put in jail because not a single file has been released in 2026.
But he doesn't even have to talk. Oh my God, Trump is disgusting. He loves this. He loves any reason to not talk about
Epstein.
His own bullshit. Oh my God.
And just icing on the fucking cake.
What?
Icing on the cake. As of January 10th, multiple times during this year already, but last time I checked on January 10th, there have been more mass shootings in the United States than there have been days in the year, including at schools, of course. We've barely been back at school. School just started back up, like this week.
Yeah.
More school shootings and mass shootings than days in the year. And people are wondering why I'm homeschooling.
Right? Like, what have we come to? Yeah.
So
I'm scared to send mine.
That is pretty much
to school.
So that is the spark notes of what has been going on. You know, the 10-minute spark notes of what's been going on this week. And it's not nearly enough. It's not nearly enough.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! I saw it. Sorry.
I did too. I saw it too.
I don't know what is with my brain today.
Oh, we need it. We just need it. We need the organization. And we're going to be talking more about neurospiciness in our brains later with that, actually.
Right.
Yeah, that'll be part of our new segment.
Welcome to season 2. We're doing things a little bit differently around here this time around.
I actually chose this particular, like, snowy background because of this red over here reminded me of blood.
Wait, it's not. It's blue on my screen.
Oh, it's blue. You see all blue? I see like red on a portion over here. I'm going to take a screenshot so I can send it to you and you can see. I'm sending a screenshot to the Discord and she's coughing because we're high bitches. Because actually, bitches fly high. And also she had bronchitis.
That was a phlegm cough.
I got bronchitis. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I was sick for like the majority of the break between seasons. But at least I chose then to be sick because there was no way I could have filmed anyway.
No, it's okay because I was feeling like dog shit last week. So it's like I knew.
Like I wouldn't have been able to get through. Like I was sneezing, coughing. It was a whole thing. I would have been here like, hey guys.
He would have sounded better than RFK Jr., who, by the way, is sitting here going, we need to reschedule and turn the food pyramid upside down. That's how we fix it. He shared an edited version of South Park clip. The episode of the part where they're making fun of gluten, and the president or whoever, somebody tells him to flip the food pyramid upside down, to turn it upside down. AI inserts himself as the official who tells the South Park people to flip the food pyramid upside down because that's what they actually fucking did, and I'm not even joking. So RFK Jr. is making satire not satire. And I fucking can't, people. Y'all are stupid. You fucking idiots.
They're he kind of just like lives in his own little world, I think.
No, this is just the result of evangelical Christianity making it to the White House. That's what this is. This is the result of evangelical Christianity. We are all collectively under the cult of Trump, which is by proxy the cult of evangelical Christianity. This is evangelical Christianity's plan for the United States of America.
Have you noticed how much more religious he is this time around?
I've noticed how much less he follows it.
Oh, well,
He didn't even put his hand on a Bible when he was
no. I just mean like religious.
I'm definitely not making it to heaven. I'm probably not making it to heaven. I don't think there's much they could do. Maybe if I win the Nobel Peace Prize, maybe then I'll get into heaven. Hey, FIFA, can you do a Make-A-Wish thing for me and maybe get me my own Peace Prize? Maybe that'll convince St. Pete that I belong beyond the pearly gates.
They're like, never.
That's not even really much satire. That's almost what happened.
That was really good.
Thank you. I should be a comedian.
You should. We're both wearing scrunchies.
And you're wearing like a purple like outfit. Look at that.
So wait. So
and I'm wearing black.
This is a light colored shirt. This is a giant comfy shirt. And this is a giant comfy like sweater. Wait, look at this.
It's
the stitching. Yeah, and then in the back it's like box knit. See, wait, look.
Cute.
I don't know if you can tell, but like
I can see it a little bit, but that's because I can't.
My grandma, my daughter's great grandma, got it for me. Yeah.
Oh,
she took me to Ross and bought it for me.
Oh.
It was yeah. So
I love it. I do think that's hilarious though, that we have like I got a light colored scrunchie to match your light outfit. You have a dark colored scrunchie to match my dark outfit.
Yeah.
Why do we do this shit? Parallel lives, bitch.
We are yin and yang.
We are farmers. Bum 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 bum.
Actually, isn't it young? Is it young?
I don't know. I've always said bum.
Bum 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 bum.
Always. I've always
no,
said that.
No. Yin and I'm gonna.
Oh, yin and yang. That was a mix of autistic misunderstanding and brain jumping.
Oh, it's adorable.
And audio processing disorder, perhaps?
I'm pretty sure I have that too.
Very common with neurodivergent individuals. We'll get more into that later.
What my biggest problem? Oh yeah, no. I'll hold it. I'm gonna save it for the segment.
You want to write it down because that's easier. I have to write shit down.
Wait, I forgot it already.
All the time. It might come up later.
Where'd it go?
If you think about it, you should write it down. Are you looking for it?
Oh, it floated out of my brain and it's the air in front of me somewhere. I'm trying to find it. Come back, please. Come back. Come back to my brain, please.
Did you ever watch Grey's Anatomy?
No. I was more of a House MD kind of.
I only I binge watched all of Grey's Anatomy when I was pregnant with Sammy.
Okay.
Yeah. Like literally all of it, because I could do nothing but lay on the couch and vomit. So I watched Grey's Anatomy because why not? I had never seen it before, and there was 20 seasons. But surely it was done. No, they're still fucking making episodes. What the fuck? Why did it leave on a cliffhanger? Oh, they're still making it? What? Like that's how I figured out they were still making Grey's Anatomy.
Are they?
They are, yes.
Oh, wow. That was
Well, there's one part where,
dude, my
spoiler alert,
boyfriend's mom in high school used to watch that.
I know it's 20 seasons. It's been going on for
What?
20 years. 20, 20, 2
Yo,
decades. This show has been going
they
on for 2 decades,
those actors.
right?
Has the show been aging with them, or have they been like?
The show's been aging pretty decently with them, actually. They even went through the COVID pandemic and did a season on
I don't know
COVID
why I
and
care
showed
about
how
this.
it I cried. I had straight up PTSD from the COVID episodes because, I almost died in
It
COVID.
was, yeah,
So,
relevant.
yeah. But there was one part like early on where, spoiler alert, a kid dies, and like, oh God, the kid was supposed to pass like 2-3 years prior. So the fact that the kid was about to celebrate their like 11th or 12th birthday was like freaking miracle, right?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, kid doesn't make it, and
Mm-hmm.
well, there's this thing that the mom does for the kid, which is bad dreams go away, good dreams here to stay,
Aw.
and you have to do it 3 times or it doesn't work.
Aw.
And when the kid dies, the doctor who was his pediatrician and was the reason he lived as long as he did, was showing him to his parents. And his mom tried to do the bad dreams, but couldn't after like 2 times. And she just broke down. So the doctor takes over and does it 3 times, because if you don't do it 3 times, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So now I do that to my son
Oh
because
my
he was having a night terror one night when he was like 2 or 3 years old. This was like right after I had seen this episode, right? And I'm like hyper
Mhm.
emotional because I'm fucking pregnant. And my son is having a night terror. And so I'm like, bad dreams, go away. Like, and he loved it so much that now whenever he has bad
Oh.
dreams, he asks me to do that for him.
Oh, that's really
It's
cute.
fucked up.
It's really cute, but like,
Oh,
are you
God.
okay?
Yes. So this emotion that I have right here for a fictional fucking character is the amount of emotion that more people need to show for the real life people that are getting fucking like murdered.
Fair. That's fair.
So if you're a Grey's Anatomy fan, consider that.
Fair. I think I just my trauma is one that like in the face of emotion, I go poker face.
Yes. Samesies. It's not really because our testosterone like rises, right? Whenever we're faced with trauma. And that testosterone is like a survival mechanism. It prepares us for
Mhm.
our
Mhm.
fight or flight or freeze or fawn responses. It
Mhm.
prepares our adrenaline, etc. It is the, hormone of action.
Mhm.
Did you have a
Sorry,
thought come to you?
I had a thought and then I was like, no, save it for the neurodivergent
No, you're good. I
section.
want to know what it is.
No, it's gone.
Ah, damn it. I was excited.
It's already gone.
I heard and I was like, I want to know what it is.
And now it's gone. Wait,
And
what
it's,
were we talking
and
about?
it's got.
It's gone.
And it's got. And it's got.
Help me. Help
We were
me.
talking about Grey's Anatomy and anger about fictional characters versus anger into real life people,
Right.
and putting your rage into action and magic, because a lot of the most magical events in history occur through anger
I mean, what
and
you're doing with your
passion.
son is magic.
Exactly. And there's the kind of righteous anger that goes into political movements. This isn't just in the United States, this is worldwide, because our president, unfortunately, does not only affect us. We are sorry, the rest of the world. I feel like South Park. We are sorry. We're sorry. But genuinely, though, we are fucking sorry that you're having to deal with this bullshit. We don't want to deal with it.
No one does.
No one fucking does. He's a fucking narcissistic asshole. My prediction is that post January 20th, he's going to get booted out of the White House one way or another. And I think he's going to be kicking the bucket or be bedridden, one of the two, by around Valentine's Day. And the
I
reason
was
for
like,
that is, like I said, he's already doing the slurping thing.
25, 25.
25. Oh, so another sign maybe, because
I don't know what's going on with me today. It's just I'm seeing numbers. We are so woo.
we are very woo, but you know what? Magic is science we don't yet understand. And I've said that before and I'll die on that hill, because for a long time, people thought that it was magic if you brewed a tea from leaves and it made you feel better. Oh shit, you mean this herb here actually does have medicinal properties and actually does act as an anesthetic? Cool. Drinking a tea of that would actually work? Oh, look at that. These witches were really just scientists and pharmacists.
Literally, just
Literally.
they yeah. Oh my god, my daughter just learned how to go today.
I love
Sorry.
that. My daughter learned the letter T and the letter B and the letter E.
Today? Just
In
today?
like the last like 48 hours, she picked up the letter E and goes, E. I sent you that
showed
video, I
me
think.
that video,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that was a
Oh.
fence thingy for like a little magnetile. She saw it
But
and
she like
thought it looked
recognized
like an
it.
E and she picked it up and went,
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
And then I brought her a letter E and she knew that was an E. And I brought her a letter B and she knew that was a B. And then she goes, ball. She held up the B and went, ball.
Oh, how old is she again now?
18 months.
18. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Mine just turned 2.
I can't believe you have a 2-year-old.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe yours
Jeez.
is saying letters.
I know. 18 months old. She's also like yeeting herself off the bed when playing around with her brother.
We needed
she's
that
got
palate
like
cleanser.
she's got a bump here. And she's got like a line right here because while she was talking to my mom on the iPhone and playing with her brother on the bed, she just like yeets herself off the bed. Just like straight up ran and yeeted herself.
What the fuck, kids?
Like right in front of me. I watched it happen, watched her thunk, made eye contact with her. She went,
oh.
I scooped her up. I gave her the boopy. She felt a lot better. And then she had a line here, and I'm like, oh god, people are gonna think I beat you.
Do I fucking every time my kid gets a bruise on her face, which has been multiple times, I'm like, every time I go in public and someone comments on her appearance, as people always do, she's very adorable.
She is very adorable. Yes,
I have to be like, I swear.
I don't beat her. She just falls a lot.
I swear.
No, for real, because this morning, same thing happened, except in a different bed. It was this morning, like, big brother comes into bed, baby's awake, everybody's like, all right, let's get up, let's start the day. And then, like, I just changed the baby's diaper, and then she sees the ball that is on the floor, and she's fucking, she didn't learn. So now, and then she had a bump right here. So today, she just double whammy. Looks like I fucking beat her. Like,
you should start wearing like really chunky rings.
You mean like that? On my dominant hand?
Okay, but like plural? No, brass knuckles.
And then, because they're babies and they're at the toddler walking stage, so she has bumps and bruises all along her shins. I do too. That's why I showed it to you. So she has like the bumps and bruises that are along your shins from, randomly bumping into things. That is like easier to explain when a toddler that you just like let wander people can see, oh shit, there's this toddler that's just like fucking walking into shit. But the
Mhm.
head and face area, sometimes it's a little less easy to explain until they walk
Yeah.
into like something head first. And then you're like, see?
Mhm, 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 mhm.
Whew.
Oh,
Anyway,
good palate cleanser though.
very good palate cleanser. I think
Yeah.
we're ready to move on from it. Because we are fighting for our children to have a better world.
Yes, that was a good segue.
Yes. In order to do that, we actually have to put in the work. We can't just be. Oh, baby awake. I hear you. I'll try to take a break here in just a minute.
Okay, go ahead.
um, she
Or
may need the
not.
boobies.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're here for making the world a better place for our kids, right? And we can't do that if we're just doing nothing. So we have to use the magic of actual activism,
Mhm.
because witchcraft has always been political. It has always been the job of witches to propel a movement forward.
You always have to back up manifestation with mundane action. You
You
can't
can't just
just
burn a bay leaf and
yeah.
all your worries float away. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
You have to
You
put
have
in
to
real work.
exactly. In my money bowl, I have a sticker that says shit, wait, what the fuck does it say? I think it says do the work.
We are going to
Do the
take a
work.
very quick break so that way I can go feed the baby because my husband unfortunately does not lactate.
Yeah,
He should
unfortunately.
learn how to do that.
Men, get on that.
Right? So I am going to turn my camera and mic off. Feel free if you want to like turn yours off or not. That's up to you. Like if you wanted to talk about your book or anything else. You know what I
Hmm.
mean?
Well, I could
I'm
talk about
leaving
my
that up to you
book.
real quick before I go. That's
I could
all.
I could absolutely yap about a book for like 10 minutes if you
Yeah.
want.
And then if I'm not back then yet?
Does everyone want to listen to me yap about this book? Okay, you
It
go.
doesn't fucking matter.
I'll start and
And then if you
I'll go away if you take too long. We'll figure it out. I love you. Take care of your baby. Okay, go away. So this book, I was gonna save this, but here we go. Personal horoscope for 2026. I'm gonna be reading. I just got this today. What's today? Today's still Sunday, right? Yeah, I just got this today. It's been a long day, okay? I've been up since 8 in the morning, which doesn't sound very early, but I wake up at like 10 in the morning most days, which is I have a kid and she lets me. I'm really lucky. And like but I'm going to be reading this week. Personal horoscope. I can't talk. 2026. Next episode, I'm going to be going over all the, well, I guess we'll find out exactly, but hopefully I want to go over like the big moments that we need to be looking out for this coming year, astrologically. I mean, so like when are the retrogrades, when are the eclipses, blah blah blah, blah. All that. So that's what next week's deep dive episode topic will be on. It'll be on this. But in the meantime, I have read a little bit of it and it is pretty good. I was giving my husband his I was going over the Gemini section because he's a Gemini. Gemini's, what up? Shout out. I'm a this only goes over sun signs, of course. Most if you get lucky, they'll go over the moon and ascendant too. But this one is only sun sign, which I think is fine. It's pretty thorough. Um, like if if they were gonna, it would be like it would be really thick. I can't speak. Oh my god. So I'm gonna go to the beginning of the book. Let's start with Aries, of course, which is the beginning of the zodiac. If you didn't know, this also has a glossary, which is good for me to review my knowledge of astrological terms. So, like the long term planets, karma. What am I? Short term power words, retrogrades, totems. Oh, totems is a literary device for this book. It's an interesting book. Lars Mellis is the author. I want to say he's British because he writes with like OUR. HarperCollins, Ireland. Okay, well, there you go. Let me. Okay. A note on the new zodiac. Do I want to read that one, or do I want to start at the introduction? I don't want to start at the introduction. Ophiuchus? Do you guys, how do you pronounce that? You know what I'm talking about? The 13th zodiac? Sorry, this is totally off topic. Welcome to the podcast. I'm always off topic. Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to tell each zodiac their totem for the year. So, like I was just trying to tell you, y'all, the totem is a literary device that this book uses. Your totem for the year serves as an archetype to hold on to, providing an understanding of the thesis of the year for each sign. So, like your spirit animal kind of vibes, I guess. I'm going to start with Aries and just like go through because why not? And then, next week I'll let everyone know specifically like what to look out for. Yeah, whatever. You'll see. Okay, so Aries, your totem for this year is the Hierophant. That's interesting. I like that. I'm not gonna go into this. Is not a reading. Sorry, but yeah, this book is so cool because like it has best days overall, and then it'll tell you like the best days of the month for you, like most stressful days overall. So like, let me see, Aries, this is all over the place. I'm sorry. Your best days overall for January were the 1st to the 4th. Sorry, it's in the past now. Most stressful days are going to be the 24th to the 27th. The best days for love were the 3rd to the 6th. Sorry, that's already past 2. Best days for money are the 9th to the 12th. Is today still what's today? I don't remember. Anyway, best days for career are the 16th through 19th, and your power word is gentle. Okay, so wait, power word. The way this book works is really fun. I like the idea of having like totems and power words and stuff. Okay, power word, similar to a totem, see definition below. But for each monthly horoscope, a power word is a single word that encapsulates the essence of the monthly horoscope. Okay, so there you go. Gentle is your power word, Aries, for January. Maybe in February I'll let you. No, I'm just kidding. Let's move on though to Taurus. Wait, Taurus. Yeah. Taurus, your totem word for this year, 2026, is the carpenter. Interesting. And See, this is pretty in depth. It goes over a lot. Your horoscope for, oh my gosh, it goes over a lot. Holy guacamole. Okay. For January, your power word is spirituality. Oh, okay. All right. So many pages a turn. There's so much to go over. Oh my gosh. Okay, Gemini. Your power totem for the year is the innovator. And your power word for January is transform. And I actually already know the forecast for January for this one because it's the one I read to my husband. It starts off with personal finances being illuminated for you in the beginning of the month. And then there's like an emotional cycle that you're beginning starting this new moon. So there you go. You're welcome, Geminis. Cancer. Your totem for this year is the commander, which I fucking love for you, Cancer, because you need to speak your truth a little bit more often, in my humble Sagittarian opinion. Your power word for January is shed. Oh, like a skin. Ew, I hate what I just did. Like a skin. Is that how you fucking... We have ADHD, folks. Cancer, Leo. Your totem word for this year is... If I could find it... We're almost there. The Crusader. Whoa. Bitches going to battle. Who are you fighting? Can I come with you? We're really angry. I'm going to go to a rage room. Your power word for January is regime. Interesting. Regime. Wonder what that means. That's on page 143. I'm seeing numbers everywhere today, so if numbers mean anything to anyone. Okay, Virgo. Miss Ma'am, she's gone. No, not Miss Ma'am. Who am I talking about? Your totem, your totem, Virgos, is the Exorcist. What the hell? The Exorcist is your totem for 2026. I don't know what the fuck that means. Who the fuck are you exercising? Yourself? Ooh, wait. I love that for you, Virgo. Your power word for January is create. Okie dokie. Create. I mean, that's very Virgo, though, isn't it? Creating. Okay. Totem for Libra for this year is the dancer. What kind of dancer? I'm only being so silly with it because that's what Kitty is. She's Libra sun. And your power word for January is order, which is very Libran. In my opinion. Okay, Scorpio. Your totem for this year is the mountaineer. The mountaineer. You are climbing a mountain this year. You are going uphill. It's a battle. But They say the view at the top is worth it. Shit, your power word for January is mountain. You are starting off strong. Starting off strong. I said this wasn't a reading, and then it kind of like turned into a reading. What can I say? All right, next is Sagittarius, which is what I am. So our totem for this year is the progenitor, which I looked up, and it means like the parent or like the creator, kind of, I think. So, which is, yeah, okay. Or you could be like creating something, I guess, or like raising something, babying a project. Anyway, and our power word for January, I'm figuring this out at the same time you guys are, it's budget. Dude, my husband is gonna fucking love that one. Maybe I shouldn't tell him that. I swear to God, Kitty, if you put this on TikTok and he sees it, I love you. Okay, anyway, budget. Love that for us. Okay, Capricorns, which is what my daughter is. Okay, your totem is the pioneer. Wait, I love that for you guys. Specifically for my daughter too, because she's also a Capricorn. Oh, okay. Your power word for January is goals. Goals. Oh my god, that is very Capricorn energy though, isn't it? Oh my god. Starting a new year off with like goals. That's something a Capricorn would do. Okay, Aquarius. Your totem for this year is the spokesperson. That is very Aquarian energy. I feel like that's all I have to say about every single one of these, but it's true. It's true. That's very Aquarian, being like the spokesperson. I feel like I don't even need to explain it. And I'm not going to. Your power word for January is on the previous page. Steady. I wonder what that means. Steady. And I think that's it, right? Nope, Pisces. Oh, how can I forget Pisces? I'm sorry. all the Pisces out there are like, of course you would fucking forget me, you bitch. Your totem for this year is the regulator, which is really funny because I just made. I'm gonna shut up. I'm digging a hole. Welcome back, Kitty. How are your boobies? What am I asking? She's coughing. She's coughing. Hold on. I have one more thing to say. Your.
I heard my Libra one. I'm a dancer.
Oh. Your power word is sustainable.
Ooh, I've been working on sustainability.
Interesting. And that is perfect timing. Welcome back. You did hear yours?
Yeah, I did hear mine. Yes, I logged into my Substack, so that way my kitty one. So that way I could.
Well, there you go. I'm gonna do a little bit more of a deep dive into this, and like look at like keep it eyeball peeled for like major moments and things like that, and I'll let everybody know how that goes next week.
Mine, I don't have because it was an audiobook that I'm actually in the middle of listening to right now. Oh, here we go. I'll just pull it up on Libby.
Oh, true. What's it called?
Good and Mad: The Revolutionary Power of Women's Anger by Rebecca Traister.
Oh yeah, you showed me that one, right?
The crazy thing about this, people, is that I borrowed this December 27th. So that's the cover. I'm trying to get it to where it's not like totally reflecting everything. There we go.
You could just you could put it in post.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Uh, I'm just really bad at that. Uh, so I'm in the middle of listening to it. It is read by the author, which I love, and I'm very picky about audiobooks. Turns out, but I started listening to this before I found out about Keith Porter's shooting,
Right.
and then listening to it again, like continuing to listen to it after the murder of Renee Good is really like sobering just because there's so much of this type of violence that has been in existence against women for as long as the patriarchy has existed, and that white women just benefit from the white supremacy portion of the patriarchy. We give up some rights in exchange for some protections and benefits.
Mm-hmm.
And therefore, we have, as a result, fractured the feminist movement, and our collective racism stalled women getting the vote for like 50 fucking years longer than it needed to
Mm-hmm.
because of pure racism fracturing the movement.
True.
It's like what was supposed to be the 15th Amendment turned into the 19th Amendment. Like that is.
Yeah. Yeah. That kind of carries over into today, but.
It really does. And that's kind of what the book is about. So
Mm.
I found it interesting that I got this book and I was feeling on edge
Was it a
all
little
leading
too
up to the new year.
triggering to continue reading, or?
No, I'm still very much listening to it. It's just that I try not to listen to it around my
I mean,
kids, and
like
I
for
was
you
listening to it like in the car.
personally, like, were you upset?
I can read a lot of shit and not
True.
be.
Okay, I'm
I
just
think because
asking
I'm
as
a
a
hyper
friend.
empathic person. I appreciate that. I'm a hyper empathic. I'm. I'm a hyper empathetic person, so I have a really easy time of putting myself into other people's shoes.
Yeah, you like. I remember the first time I cried. Well, and except for like when I was, a kid. But like, I remember watching Titanic as a kid, and like I never cried. And then I watched it with you, and you cried, and it made me cry.
I cry at everything. I'm such a hyper empathetic person. And I just am so easy. The moment I heard about Renee, for example, the first thing I see is a mother of three.
Mhm.
It's
Mhm.
the first thing I saw.
Those
Mother of three.
kids.
The only child we know anything about is a 6-year-old who was at school.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about the other two children, and it's nobody's business.
Yeah. But like 3. Yeah.
A mother of three. She's a widow. Her husband died. Like, it's not like she and her husband were. She was a widow. Her husband was a serviceman. And she has
Yeah.
been turned into a domestic terrorist.
Yeah, like she was literally in what?
She
Like an
was a
army wife, right?
mother. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And she was doing nothing wrong. She was performing a legal action of being an observer.
yeah.
She provided no threat. Jonathan Ross walked up to her with his hand on his gun. There's a
Yeah.
moment in the video where he passes the phone to his non-dominant hand so he can pull his weapon as he's walking to her. And they're calling it self-defense and calling her a domestic terrorist. This entire administration, every single accusation is a confession. Every single
Yeah.
one. ICE
Yeah.
is a domestic terrorist organization, and we need to start treating it as such. And we need to start calling it that when we call our representatives. And that's where we go into the magical activism portion. So my
Woo-hoo.
baby tit blocked me on this because I had to go and, be a moo cow for a minute.
Moo.
Mrr.
What does the cow say?
The magic of activism. Witchcraft has always been political, like we were saying. And witches have always been the scientists that saved women's and children's lives. It was the midwives who developed a lot of life saving techniques that are taught to OBs and gynecologists and anybody else assisting in birth in hospitals, because these are things that most doctors do not see a completely unmedicated natural delivery. The number of doctors that have seen a spontaneous labor is scary low.
Yeah, no, like there's so many doctors that think you must have like your feet in stirrups, like it must be like clinical, and like you have to make like a little episiotomy, like episiotomy.
Yeah, episiotomy.
Thank you. Yeah, and like all these outdated.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Cervix checks. I will die on this hill. Cervix checks will stall your labor because your vagina and your cervix is a sphincter. And if it feels unsafe, it is not going to dilate. Just like if you feel unsafe when you're taking a shit, your anus, your sphincter, is going to
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's going to suck everything back up so you can run the fuck away from the danger.
Yeah, I never dilated. Like
Because
far
you
enough,
probably
I
felt
think.
very unsafe.
Probably. Probably.
Especially
No.
if fingers were constantly getting shoved up there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
That because there is an actual nerve that goes through your cervix, the plexus nerve.
Oh, I should know this.
I don't remember what it's called. There's this much research on it. You could print out all of the research on it and have a
okay.
file this thick.
Oh.
It was mistaken.
I was gonna say I took human anatomy and physiology 1 and 2. Like I was like, oh shit, I should know this.
This is like mistakenly referred to as like the vasal vagus nerve.
Oh.
Ending at the cervix, but it's not actually ending at the cervix. There's another nerve called like the I don't remember what it was called. I just learned this today, and I was reading all this stuff, and I'm like, oh, this is very interesting. So, long story short, if you are actively stimulating a sphincter muscle and a nerve, it's going to tighten up and not dilate because you are not safe.
Right, true.
You don't feel safe.
57.
Ooh. Versus just sharing a home birth that went right. You know, I was a home birth that went right, and my daughter is a home birth that went right. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of cool that like my mom and I both had home VBACs.
Yeah. Oh.
2 daughters. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I had a C-section too. Yeah.
Yeah. And like the idea that my mom and Tyler was a cesarean birth. I was the home vaginal birth. My son was the cesarean birth. My daughter was the home vaginal birth.
Aww.
That's kind of cool, right?
That is kind of cool.
Like, history rhymes.
True.
I wholeheartedly believe that the reason that she came as easy as she did, 4-hour labor, like 4.5-hour labor.
Wait, that's kind of exactly what mine was too, actually.
Because with my daughter, I was home.
But mine was different. Sorry.
I woke up in my bedroom after having a couple of hours of scrolling on TikTok with no contractions, being all upset that the baby probably wasn't going to be born that day because I woke up with no contractions. And then I went back to bed, and then I woke up in full-blown labor. And my husband, he the first grunt, and I like kind of roll over, he's like, oh, you're in labor. I'm like, no, I just need to get comfortable. This is fine. It's just Braxton Hicks. That was just a really strong Braxton Hicks. And I like roll over and I go back to sleep for like 10 more minutes. And then I get like a really big one. And then he just goes, I'm up. And he just like feet on the ground, stands up, stretches, starts getting his boots on. He's like, I'll go fill the tub. And I'm like, no, I'm not that far yet. I'm going to go get in the shower. And I wasted all the hot water on the shower. And so there wasn't enough hot water for my birthing tub. Like he told me there wouldn't be if I got in the shower, but I didn't listen to a man's opinion. So I got in the shower anyway. And because I was safe and loved and I had my mom there and my husband there and everything went as smoothly as it did, I broke my own water over the toilet. Like nobody even had to clean up after me, really. I was very considerate with my bodily fluids.
See, I was not. I peed on my hospital thing because my catheter fell out.
Well, that was their fault.
And I didn't realize it. And then I was like, oh my God, wait, shit, I think I'm bleeding. And I looked and I was like, oh no, I'm just sitting in my own piss. Nice.
Whoo, flashback, Vietnam flashback. Oh my God. When they removed my catheter like a day earlier than I think they should have when I was in the hospital with COVID, I like was buzzing for like an hour to get somebody to come to my room because I had to piss. I had to piss so bad. And I couldn't go to I couldn't stand.
Oh my God. Whoa,
flashback.
Flashback. Wow.
Vietnam flashback.
You went zoom. The 1,000-yard stare just went zoom.
I'm in a different place.
Okay.
So I know I have yelled at the top of the rooftop a million times about 5calls.org and resist.bot. But genuinely, those have been my lifesaver this last week. I am on like day 14 of a streak with emailing my representatives through the resist bot. And it's all been things that I forget about, honestly, like the Venezuela shit, because ICE is happening and people are dying. So that takes precedent. And that's what they want, you know. The whole point is to keep throwing shit that is atrocious in our face. As a matter of fact, the reason that Jonathan Ross was filming that day was because they had all been briefed and told that they want high quality content for streaming purposes to show all their arrests of violent criminals.
Oh my God.
So it's the whole purpose for why he was streaming, right? Another video that is getting taken down and that is being suppressed is a video of an ICE agent first slipping on ice, but then following a woman into a porta potty. Yeah, you know what for. While another officer looked on and waited in a car. These are domestic terrorists that are raping people and murdering people.
What the hell?
Yeah. And this is what's being done in public view. Imagine what's being done in ICE facilities. Remember, there's still like over 1,500 people missing from Alligator Alcatraz.
Yeah.
Missing, not accounted for, gone, disappeared, human trafficked.
These guys have got to go.
We may never know what happened to these people that have disappeared. And the only reason some people are giving a shit right now is because a white woman got shot in the face 3 times for no reason.
Right, finally.
But Keith Porter, you know, this man, because he was black and because he was holding a rifle, so obviously he had to die. Even though, you know, a white man doing the same thing that same night, there's probably a million of them all over the goddamn country who probably just got a citation or a warning. Like, sir, don't do that. That's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
But no, a black man does it on New Year's Eve, fires 3 celebratory shots at New Year's Eve, probably drunk, probably stupid American. Does that deserve a death sentence?
No, it's just stupid. Oh, she mad, folks. She mad. She's regulating. She has coping mechanisms. Which is why we are talking about the magical part of what we can do about it.
Yes, we can hex the patriarchy, folks. In addition to calling and marching, all of those things that we say at marches when we are yelling that this is what democracy looks like, when we are yelling in the streets, when we are calling for accountability, that is all magic. That is spell work. That is manifestation. And
Mm-hmm.
it's collective.
Oh yeah, so it's like multiplied
Which is
intensely,
why it's so
hugely
powerful.
even.
Hugely. Hugely. It is so hugely powerful. There was an
Hugely.
impromptu, I don't know if it was like impromptu, but I didn't know about it and I try to keep up with them. There was um, a protest in my town, in my area.
Oh.
And we didn't know about it. The whole family was in the car. We were going into town to get, food and whatnot. And my husband says, "Hey, look, a protest is going on." And I'm like, "Oh, oh, oh." And he's like, "Your sign's in the back. You want to join them?" So he pulls over, gets the sign out of the back for me, says, "You got your personal
Oh.
protection on you?" I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." He says, "Good." And then he went and took the kids to go get something to eat and got gas and swung around and picked me back up.
Oh.
If he wanted to, he would, folks. That's a real man.
That is adorable.
Right?
Oh.
Gushy post.
That is so cute.
Right?
That's actually adorable.
Isn't that
Oh,
adorable?
I love
So
that.
get involved. And we cannot let this scare us into inaction, which is what they want us to do. They want us to be too scared because, oh, now we've seen a white woman get shot. Oh no, now it can happen to us. My whiteness isn't going to protect me. Newsflash, it never was going to.
Yeah.
We all knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of who and how many is it going to take.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally sacrifice our children to public school systems for the NRA and Second Amendment gods.
Hmm.
Oh, and by the way, Charlie Kirk, that was an atrocity. And how dare the liberals celebrate his death? And nobody should die like that. He got shot in the neck, and his poor wife and children.
I mean, yes, and
Keith Porter Jr. was a father of two, 43 years old.
exactly.
Renee Nicole Good was in her 30s, mother of three, married, and a widow.
Exactly.
But no, she's a domestic terrorist.
Right?
Oh, and Keith Porter Jr. was a member of Black Lives Matter, so obviously terrorist. Oh, that reminds me, and this is another part of the political part before we do our last like 2 segments. I am very proud of when I was at this political protest where there was a group of teenagers behind me, like 3, 4 teenagers, and
Oh, I
only
think
one
you
of them
told me
black.
about this. Right?
Yeah, I think so. But just sharing with everybody. This was so.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
was so
I want to
sweet.
hear it again. I want to hear it again. It's a good story. Continue.
So this boy, he's like, there's like one black boy, and the rest appear white, and that is important for context in this because the black boy is the one trying to educate the white ones on George Floyd's murder
Okay, that is
because they're
relevant.
not getting it.
That is
So
relevant.
that is relevant.
Yeah. All right.
Because Renee Nicole
Continue.
Good was shot a block away from where George Floyd was murdered.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So that's relevant here. And I turn around because I hear George Floyd's name. And I see this boy holding up his phone and I hear, "Hey Siri, hey Siri, how did George Floyd die? How did George Floyd die?" And then I see the boys like looking up, like all confused. And then he looks irritated. And he goes, "Hey Siri, what does asphyxiate mean?" To be fair, these boys look like 15 or 16, like barely old enough to be like out and
Oh.
about by themselves, right?
So
They're
yeah,
certainly high
they
school
would have been
kids.
they would have been like
They were
10.
not, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is, God, this was like Jesus, is 2019? Before. God, we're old. Anyway,
Yeah.
so I turned around and I said, asphyxiate means he couldn't breathe because the officer was kneeling on his neck for nearly 10 minutes. And if I remember right, his last words were something to the effect of, "I want my mom." And the black boy turned around and said, "Thank you." Because the white boys were going, "Oh, shit." Like this was brand new information that they had never heard before.
Okay. All right. Interesting reaction, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shit.
It should not take a random white woman teaching these boys. It should not take a random black kid teaching these boys. That is not his job to educate.
That's true. Yeah.
It is the adult's job. Those kids' parents should have been talking about this with their kids.
That's true.
Especially kids that are old enough to be in high school and have these conversations and overhear and be at the protests. Your kids should be educated. You cannot leave it up to the school systems because the school systems are set up to have you be obedient little worker drones for the government and billionaires.
Yeah, literally. They're in cahoots to make it happen. They're trying to get rid of the Board of Education to and input their own system to make it work even more efficiently, but coded religiously.
Because religion equals control. Because cults are about control.
Exactly.
So that was all important. That was all the activism. Next is going to be an interesting segment, the Neurospicy Saga.
Oh, okay. This is a different.
This is
a good palate cleanser. This is a palate cleanser segment. Okay.
Palate cleanser segment. So we've got through all of the bullshit that has gone on. We need a palate cleanser for things that we're learning about ourselves. And I was recently diagnosed autistic level 2 and ADHD combined type last month.
Yay!
So it's official. I got both diagnoses. Yay!
Would you like to educate me and the listeners on what level 2 means?
Yes. So I do have now, which you can find on YouTube, on TikTok, on Substack, on all of the places we have uploaded it, an ADHD and neurospicy collection. And it is where I have answered a few questions from TikTok and I have provided some background on my own experience, because when I posted about getting diagnosed, all of a sudden I got like over 1,000 views and I'm like, well, this is weird.
Like, okay,
I normally don't get like 100 views. So, okay, I guess that's what you guys want to hear. So let's go ahead and add it to the podcast.
I mean, but also like it's good to talk about because
it is.
It's just, there needs to be more voices out there that are educated on the topic and have the blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, our mother's generation thinks of Rain Man when they think of autism.
What's Rain Man?
It's a movie that is stereotypically shows Asperger's syndrome, the kind where the guy is super, super smart and can like know how many toothpicks fell from the box. Like that's the kind of stereotypical autism that people think of when they think of autistic.
Right. Okay. So
like my mother admittedly said that when she thought of autism, she thought of Rain Man. Like,
so how does she feel now?
Now she understands that she's probably autistic herself.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm glad we've come to. Okay, but what's level 2 though?
Come to the proper substantial supports level. What is important to know, the reason I brought up the collection is I actually broke this down in one of the episodes of there.
Oh, okay.
On Thursday.
She thirsty, boys.
So I broke it down in one of the episodes there because somebody's like, levels of autism aren't real. That's not how the spectrum works. So I'm like,
but
okay. So in the DSM-4, which is the second to most recent version, right? In the DSM-4, we had Asperger's syndrome separated from autism. Asperger's syndrome is separated because it is eugenics. The guy who created this diagnosis, who it's named after, is a Nazi. And he would single out the heterosexual, cisgendered white boys who were intelligent but malleable. And they weren't autistic. They had Asperger's, named after him. And it basically saved them from the gas chambers. So he was considered a hero for saving all of these children. But all the children he saved were these blonde little white boys. Not saying they didn't deserve to be saved or that they were not, disabled. It was simply that they had created this level of autism that was superior. And that has
Mhm.
created this version of Aspie supremacy. And I talk about that in another video of that.
Ah. Okay.
In the autism, for the DSM 5, the autism diagnosis includes Asperger's. Asperger's syndrome is now considered autism spectrum disorder level 1 because
Okay.
it meets the requirement for lowest support needs,
Okay.
requires some support needs. They require some support needs. They don't need a whole lot. You might need help with, keeping your house clean. You might need help with organizing your schedule. You might need help with maintaining a good diet and balanced diet. Things that people typically are able to do themselves without much thought. People with autism spectrum disorder level 1 are going to need reminders for. You're going to need timers and reminders and planners. It's very, very common for autism and ADHD to go hand in hand for a reason. It's like
Uh-huh.
75% of people with ADHD are also autistic. Yeah, you're autistic, I can tell.
I'm over here like, wait a
Fun
second.
fact,
Mhm.
OCD is commonly a misdiagnosis pre-autism diagnosis. People who are autistic, women especially, before they get their autism diagnosis are diagnosed with depression, anxiety, and or OCD. And
Hmm.
it turns out it's just autism.
Yeah, I'll have to. That's a diagnosis I'll have to
Not saying you
seek.
don't have OCD, because a lot of people with autism also have OCD too.
No,
And
I'm yeah.
OCD is also the result of religious trauma. So
Right. Right. Yeah, the whole
many things
religious
can
trauma
combine.
thing runs deep. Yeah. Mhm. The
Even I have some
perfectionism
religious
thing.
trauma.
Yeah, it's deep. It's
It's
deep in
deep.
the culture. Like, no, you can't escape it. The like purity
Especially
culture
Southern
thing.
culture.
Oh my god, yeah, yeah. Like the judgment from for like being like slutty, especially
Middle
at girls.
school, middle school sex ed was don't do it or you go to hell.
Literally, like it
You
was.
remember we were at the same middle school.
Yeah.
It was
Anyway, yeah,
bad.
no, but
So, with level 2, you require moderate supports needs or substantial supports needs. It's kind of like depends. I'd have to look at the exact label, but it's middle of the road.
okay.
Um,
How many levels
and
are there?
then 3.
3,
Level
okay.
3 autism is requires like the most substantial supports needs. Let me look up the
Okay.
exact terminology so I'm not fucking it up. ASD levels description. One
She
second.
wants to be accurate,
I want to be
folks.
accurate, and we don't use Autism Speaks, by the way. That
Oh,
is a
yeah, they
very,
suck,
yeah, they are
apparently.
horrible.
I've heard. Anyone that's autistic has told me that Autism Speaks sucks, and I
And
believe
and
them.
we avoid anything that uses a puzzle piece when at all possible. You want to look for one that uses an infinity sign. That is the most autistic friendly.
Mm.
So just
Good to know, good
just
to know.
saying. Okay. Autism level 1 requires minimal supports and includes challenges in communication and social skills. Level 2 autism needs more substantial support due to significant difficulties with social skills and communication. People with level 1 autism can often live independently but need help with social skills and managing behaviors. Level 3 autism requiring very substantial support. Level 3 ASD or level 3 autism involves the most severe traits and impact on a daily life. People in this category require lifelong support from a caregiver since they often cannot live alone. This can mean having an around the clock caregiver with rigorous therapy. So, level
Mm.
3 often, but does not necessarily come with an intellectual disability, correct? You can have level 3 autism and have a high IQ. These two things are not mutually exclusive.
Mm.
However, having an intellectual disability is often common with level 3 autism. So that's an important distinction, right?
Mhm,
I
mhm, mhm.
am another thing that I also talk about in my videos is that you can start out as level 1 and after burnout, trauma, exerting yourself, end up as level 2 or level 3.
You can like progress.
You can progress, yeah.
Oh.
It's actually called regressing, but yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's called skill regression.
Oh, interesting.
If
I
I were
see.
diagnosed as a child, I probably would have been level 1.
Okay. What do you think you would have been like? When do you think you would have like flipped?
After Dad died.
Okay.
And then after Michael died. And then I experienced the biggest burnout after almost dying from COVID. And then another really big
Having a
burnout that
baby
was
to take
probably
care of.
equal. The next biggest burnout was after my grandma died. So like it post-death is common for my burnouts. And I lost a lot of skills after my grandma died because I was dealing with a lot that I won't go into.
Yeah.
So,
but like, yeah.
So this is an introduction, more or less, to what the segment will be about. We're going to talk about how our brains work. And I do think combining the medical with the mystical helps us live in harmony with it, because magic is science, blah, 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 blah. But also because these things are not mutually exclusive. You can be magical and believe in science.
And
you can
mystical.
say, yes, you can say, hey, I think this rock helps me feel better when I'm having a panic attack, and know that I still need to take my anti-anxiety medication.
Yeah. Literally though, like exactly, like you can you can like knock on wood 3 times to not jinx yourself, and then still go to the doctor when you break your leg.
Yes. You can walk under a ladder and then be like, oh shit, let me walk back under it just to avoid it, just because. And still know that that's probably silly and has nothing to do with the fact that, you lose your job later because you never show up to work on time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, apparently I'll let you know later why you're going to lose your job. This is a hefty book. There's a lot in here.
We need to figure out what's going on with Donald Trump, because is he dead yet?
Oh my God, please. Are we doing tarot?
We are doing tarot. This is the last bit.
All right, let's do it.
We could probably get this done quick.
Let's do it. Let's not get...
I'm only going to pull one card.
Fuck yeah.
Crow Tarot.
Wait, okay, you can only... You're allowed to do that, but you must show me more than one.
Yes, absolutely. Isn't this pretty? This is the high priestess card that's showcased on the front here.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
We got it from a local witchy store. The artist's name is not this artist. This is created by MJ Colanan, but the artist of the witchy store, her name is Rachel, and they have a coven. And they do events. I know. I'm so excited. After flu season, I'm gonna go and I'm so excited.
You should fucking go. I'm so fucking jealous. I've been looking for a coven around here. I'm so fucking jealous.
They have like a salt room, a salt bath.
You need to take pictures. Oh my God, I'm moving to Ohio.
You need to, yes. Move down the road from me, bitch.
I want to.
So, my husband actually saw the witchy store, told me I should go see it. So I did. It was beautiful. I loved it. I saw this on the shelf and I told him about it, and he went and got it for me for Christmas.
That is so sweet.
So that's where it came from.
He's the best. You have a good one.
You do too. How do I get some good men?
We got lucky. Okay, I'm gonna start pulling for my number 1, 2s, and 3s. Sorry, I sound so tired.
Where did my guitar go? I'm looking for my weed.
She has a guitar-shaped vape, just so you guys aren't left in the dark. Okay, number 1. You guys got expectations. Interesting. Oh, these are interesting ones. Wow. Okay. Number ones, you got card number 12. Expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. And this is such a cute card. Look at that. She's like sitting in a
Ooh.
dark, enchanted forest on a rock, and there's like a fairy on her
I
knee
like
and
her
like
shoes.
glowing orbs. She does look kind of alt. And there's a crescent moon in the background. Very cool vibes.
I
Number
found my
two,
wings.
she number two is you got number 33, nostalgia. Focus on the here and now. I think we've gotten this card before. Focus on the here and now, and it looks like two friends catching up, and they're like chatting about the stars. Maybe astrology. I don't know. There's like there's a mermaid swimming. You see that? This must be one of the mermaid cards. Okay, and people number 3.
Me. I'm picking number 3.
Oh, okay. You got card number 8. Wings. You never needed those wings to fly.
My kids have been doing this and playing butterfly.
Mine
And they've been going around the
too.
room and flapping their wings. And my oldest has been grabbing his blanket and wrapping it around him and jumping and using them as wings. Oh my God.
That's so cute.
It's how they play
Oh.
together.
Oh, mine likes when I sing fly, fly like a
Fly like a
butterfly.
butterfly.
Fly.
Every time I do that, my baby does the fly. She goes, fly, fly, fly.
Oh, that's
Thank
so
you, Miss
cute.
Rachel. I owe
Right?
you so much child support.
Same. She is our co-parent. She's the co-parent of the entire generation.
Her newest episode is going to feature drawings from the children of Gaza.
I know. Oh yeah, and the like. Didn't they make a? We already talked
A
about this. I'm gonna.
dress.
Yes. Okay. No. Okay. So number ones, expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive societal norms and therefore are extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. There you go. Ain't that the truth? So, I don't know what to add to that. Be yourself.
I'm going to need to pull another card because this one has me more confused than ever.
Oh boy.
But I'm
All
going to show
right.
you the card. It's the moon.
Reversed. Oh.
I'll show it to you upright first.
Oh, now I see it. Oh, that's so cool.
So you can see the crow's shadow in the moon.
What's with the cage?
The
Ooh.
caged bird.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
So
Whoa.
I think I have to
Okay.
pull a 3-carder.
She's like, I need more information.
So that when I was reading that one, I'm like, that gave me more questions than answers.
Same though. I'm right there with you. Okay. Nostalgia, number 2s. Focus on the here and now. Okay. You're spending the majority of the time daydreaming, wondering what could have been, if only things had gone the way you wanted. By doing this, you aren't giving yourself a fair chance. Truth is, there's nothing you can do to change what happened, no matter how many scenarios you craft in your mind. Make improvements to your present, not your imaginary. Be sure to nurture what you've been given. I kind of relate to this one because I feel like this past year has been kind of a lot of turmoil, and I've forgotten a lot of the time to just pause and be grateful for everything I do have and focus on the here and now, you know?
Same. Same.
I've
I
had
spent
a
a lot
lot
of
of
time
being like maybe a little bit too nostalgic in like a I'm digging myself deeper kind of way. So I'm right there
forgetting
with
to
you.
enjoy the present.
Exactly. I'm right there with you. Number two's right because like especially being a mom now, it's like time just slips by so quickly, and you feel guilty over everything, and you feel guilty over not you feel guilty over like not appreciating your kid enough when like you're doing your damn best, and it's oh my god.
And the moment you snap, like, even if it's like, my mom told me I was mean to my son the other day because she told him to come into my room and say, "Mama, get out of that bed," which was supposed to be a joke, and it's a running joke in our family. But what she doesn't know is that I had been up since 3 a.m. between both kids, and that when I had sent him into his room to call Nanny, it was so that I could go back to sleep. And I had just started to drift off to La La Land when he comes barreling in, "Mama, get out of that bed." And I
Oh.
was like, "Go back to your room."
Oh my goodness.
But I was mean to him.
Okay. All
I'm like,
right.
"Mom, I love you." I was not being mean to him. I was exhausted, and he knew that. He could have told you, "Mama told me to come in here," because I had specifically said, "Don't wake me."
Yeah.
I said, "Mommy needs more sleep. Please go call Nanny in the other room and like leave me alone for a minute."
Yeah.
It was one of those, "Please leave me alone and let me sleep for the love of God." It's one of those moments.
Mhm.
And we all
Mhm.
feel bad
Mhm.
when we have those moments,
But it happens. It
but it happens
happens.
and they're
You're a
valid.
human with a nervous system and a very sensitive
We're,
one at that.
we're allowed to crash out. We're allowed to
And it
crash out.
happens. It
The kids will be all
happens.
right. You can apologize later.
The repair is what matters.
The
The
repair is what matters. They
repairs.
won't really care. And they'll know. They'll know, "Oh, mom doesn't really mean it. Oop, shit, I woke up mom too early. Oh well."
Yeah.
You know, they'll learn that it's really not that big of a deal. Sorry, I interrupted.
Oh no, you're good. You're fine. Okay, okay.
I'm stoned.
You're good. It's our podcast. That's what this is for. So we can rant about what we want.
Exactly.
God damn it. Okay, so number three's wings. You.
Me.
You never needed those wings to fly. Okay, so.
All right, Peter Griffin.
I can't stop. Okay. It seems like you're stuck in a never ending cycle of self doubt and self criticism. Like, what were we just talking about? When you tell yourself you can't do whatever you set your mind to, that's what we refer to as negative self talk, and it's extremely toxic. Just as we expect others to treat us with kindness, we also need to treat ourselves with kindness. A bird can't fly away if you never let it out of its cage. Wait,
Oh.
the caged bird in your card.
Oh shit. And that's the first one too. So we're gonna get right into that.
A bird can't fly away if you never let it out of its cage. All right. Go ahead, your turn. I'm creeped out. I got goosebumps. Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm a little creeped out by that last one though, because I told you about my kids and the butterfly thing, right? I had just had a conversation with my son today when he said he couldn't do it in terms of putting his socks on, and I used it
Okay.
as a teachable moment. And I was like, "Son,
Okay.
if you say I can't do it, then you're telling yourself you can't. But I know you can because I've watched you do this before. You can say things like, 'I'm having a hard time, but I know I
Yeah.
can do it because I've done it before.'"
Oh, that
So
was
right then
so.
and there, we changed his negative self-thought from "I can't do it" to "This is hard, but I know I can." And guess what he did? He put his socks and shoes on all by himself.
That's amazing. You did it.
Right?
You
I
did the thing.
did it.
How did it feel?
Very good. It genuinely felt very good.
Good.
So, Oh, thank you for the 3 for thee. I very much enjoyed those oracle cards.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a good deck. It really is. It's such a good like happy vibe,
It
semi
is.
momentary
You're gonna
palate
like these
cleanser.
a lot. These
Oh
are
boy.
really
Okay.
cute. I'm gonna
Okay.
read all of these cards are reversed
I'm
for
excited.
Trumpty Dumpty. All of them are reversed.
Good lord. Okay.
I did a 4
Jeez.
card spread, a past, present, future, and an advice because you'll see. You'll see why.
Okay.
You'll see
All
why.
right.
Past, the moon reversed.
Right.
So I'm gonna read it upright first.
Okay.
Okay. Keywords: dreams and nightmares, the shadow self, subconscious, and deception. Element: water. In a dreamlike state, the crow rests on a branch, staring at the moon as it reflects a darker image of herself, her dark side. Below the crow, there is a pond, which represents the subconscious mind, with a caged raven, symbolizing her wild side that she attempts to restrain.
Fuck. So you're supposed to let out your wild side? Is that what my oracle card is saying?
It is the part of herself that she tries to conceal because it evokes feelings of shame. The moon illuminates where we project our insecurities. In doing so, we fall victim to our own harmful powers that may have infiltrated the psyche. Sit by the light of the moon and travel inward to find areas where fear and anxiety have taken control.
Was this past or
This is the past for Trump, yes.
okay?
And his is reversed, and we're getting to that in a second.
Mm-hmm.
But this is interesting for background because you noticed the caged bird, and I wanted to see what it said about that for the imagery.
Mm-hmm.
So that is good eye.
Interesting.
The moon asks, what are you concealing? Learning to recognize and accept all the parts of our being, even the components that may be considered weakness, is essential for being whole. So that's when it's upright. For Trumpty Dumpty, it's reversed for his past. The moon reversed could signal a time where you release yourself from the bondage of fear and see your life in a brighter, more positive light. It may also suggest a time of heightened psychic abilities. And I think this is the premonition that us witches had, that he was going to die.
Oh.
And he himself has let go of his fears, and he's just doing what the fuck ever, right? He's also got dementia, so he's like literally regressing back.
He like can't feel fear, maybe.
Yeah. He literally said that he was asked by a reporter what could stop him, and he said, my own morality.
What?
Yeah.
The fuck does that mean?
It means he doesn't think anybody else can stop him, that he can just do whatever he wants and nobody's ever going to stop him. And so far, he's been proven right.
If his morality is the only thing stopping him, I'm concerned.
We should all be. Hence, we should all be calling our representatives and demanding impeachment.
Oh my god.
Right.
Can you imagine if he was impeached? Wait.
It would be lovely if he were impeached. He was already impeached twice, technically.
3 times?
Right. That would be hilarious. In 2 different
how
terms.
Is this man our president? Oh my god.
He cheated. Elon Musk.
That's
how. You will never convince me otherwise, and it will come out in 10 years, and everybody will be like, I fucking knew it! And it's going to be a whole thing. Sorry for the ear blow.
I'm excited for that to be the timeline.
I can't wait. Our kids are going to be teenagers, and they're going to be coming to us and being like, Mom, I have to write a paper on the 2020 on the 2024 election. Can you help? I'll be like, sit down. I'm about to whip out some things.
We're manifesting this. This is happening. This is going to be reality.
His present is the 6 of Cups reversed. The 6 of Cups is the nostalgia card.
Wait, present?
I know.
Wait, what the fuck?
The present is the nostalgia card, the number 2 card you got.
Stop. Wait, that is like actually kind of funny.
I know. I'm going to read it real quick upright and then reversed.
Okay. Sorry, I had to shift.
This 6 of Cups. The crow returns to the place of his youth in search of finding his inner fledgling. He stands in a field of cups, filling his heart with healing memories of a time that was less complicated. If you have been feeling overburdened with day to day responsibilities, the Six of Cups brings a message to take a break and remember a moment in time when you felt free just to enjoy life. Whether it is a trip to your hometown or maybe a favorite vacation spot, it's time to recharge your spirit. So dude, I feel like your oracle cards are tapping into my past, present, future cards a little bit.
They are, aren't they?
And and I think it's actually influencing what's about, like, not influencing. I think they're on similar wavelengths.
Okay. I see what you're
It's hard to
saying.
explain. It's hard to explain
No, I see what you're saying. I
because
see what you're saying.
that's the upright meaning for this, meaning it would be flowing in the way I read tarot, the upright determines the direction of the flow of the card. So if it's reversed for him, it would be upright for us.
Oh, okay.
That's one of the reasons why I read it upright and reverse, so you can get the full meaning of the card. So that's why I'm wondering if your oracle cards are tapping into my past, present, and future, or vice versa,
Probably.
because of the flow of the card.
I see what you're saying.
If this is his present,
I get what you're saying. I see
then
what you
this
mean.
is what's coming to us.
Right. And then my cards were like echoing that. Yep.
So, like, to take a break, remember a moment in time when you felt free to enjoy life.
Yeah. Before Trump. When he wasn't
They
in
called him
office.
Sleepy Joe because we could actually sleep during the 4 years he was president.
Oh my god.
I can't take credit for that, but it's fucking true.
That is very, oh my god.
Versus the nod father just nods off in meetings all day because he's got frontal temporal dementia. So reversed is his present, which, speaking of dementia, the Six of Cups reverse asks if you are clinging too much to the past and are unable to find joy in your present life.
Gee, I wonder why.
This part is why I had to pull another card. His future is Judgment reversed, which means Judgment Day is coming.
Okay. Can you read? I want to.
Yep.
Hurry up.
So upright, the flow to us, which also wings and flying.
They're shooting straight up.
Transition, reincarnation, and rebirth are the key words, with an element of fire. The crow calls out for those who are ready to rise up and face their past by accepting the judgment. I've seen a lot of former MAGA waking up. Only by acknowledging the history will you be able to move forward into the future. Now is an excellent time to meditate and listen to your inner voice. It is only through quiet contemplation that you find the path to absolution. The Judgment card may reflect a recent awakening that has moved you to take stock of any habits or life choices that are holding you back. I literally have been following people who are leaving MAGA, right?
That's so funny.
And I'm hearing their stories, and they're sharing how their friends are leaving MAGA, how a lot of like wives, after seeing the murder of Renee Nicole Good, are leaving their cop husbands because their cop husbands are like, yeah, I would have shot her too. And they're like, oh, well, okay, so you'd shoot me then. Bye. And they're fucking leaving. Like, I don't know how many, but it's not zero. And that's important. So when it's reversed, like it is for Trumpty Dumpty here, when judgment is reversed, it may suggest you are not the one in control of your decisions, or that you have given up power.
Yo, power's been yanked away.
It may also point to a time of being over judgmental, and as a result, you are missing an opportunity. Nah, he about to be yanked from fucking power. So I asked for an advice card for the rest of us. Do you want to take a guess at what that advice card was?
Celebrate?
Or the High Priestess reversed, which is the card that was on the front of my deck.
Oh. What does that mean? Oh, so
So
card
the
number
high
2
priestess,
again.
card number 2.
Okay, so number 2. We got another number 2.
It's reversed is the advice card, but I'm going to read upright too. Intuition, spirit guides, divine guidance, and magic, the element of water. Ooh, yeah, we tired. This went longer than anticipated
No, no,
because the
no.
baby woke up.
My neck has been. Ignore me. Can you continue? We're
Oh,
good.
I just popped mine. We're 30.
31.
31. We're going to be 32 this year.
Shut the fuck up, bitch.
Okay. Whew. The high priestess takes the sparks created by the magician and transforms the idea into tangible reality. Like a shadow passing in the night, her energy is present and can be felt in the gut, but not always seen. Her intuitive power lies in the spiritual unconscious, allowing the high priestess to soar back and forth through the veil that bringing with her divine knowledge. Perched on the moon and surrounded by the four suits, your connection with the high priestess is active at this time and should be utilized. She comes ready to deliver the answers you seek through dreams and symbols. Pay attention, she is with you. If the high priestess appears reversed, which is did for this reading, it is a message that your connection with your inner self has been lost. As a result, the high priestess is unable to communicate the information you need to make a wise decision. She strongly urges you to take time for yourself and allow for communication to come to you through the quietness of spirit. Her message is to pay attention. There is magic in this world. You only need to allow yourself to experience it. That was the message for us, the advice card for us.
Just experience magic.
And
Experience
I
magic? Wait. Hold on. Wait. Okay.
okay,
So, like, do magic. So, like,
I think I
do
got it.
activism magic? Is that the
Yes.
advice?
All kinds.
Is that the advice? Oh, I like
So his past
that.
is the moon reversed, right? He is recognizing that secrets are coming to light and that he can't really control it. He
Mm.
also has dementia. So he is literally going back in time mentally.
He's becoming a toddler.
Not only that, but like the difference between like Alzheimer's dementia and the frontal temporal dementia that he has is that he actually is making up memories and believes them 100% and has no idea that it's a lie. So he like could pass a polygraph. He thinks these are real things that are happening in his brain because he doesn't remember. The dementia is taking away the memory. So when people ask him about that memory, he fills in the gap and then believes it's true.
Oh.
That's how it works. The last thing to really like exist for dementia is like the muscle things that keep you alive.
The
there
like
was
lizard brain.
the lizard brain that keeps you breathing and slurping your saliva.
Yeah.
His present indicates the slurping of saliva
Oh my god.
and his falling into toddlerhood.
Yep.
His
Yeah,
future.
that is such a funny pull.
Judgment Day is coming and he's going to be pulled out of power. I genuinely think he's not going to die in office. I think that they're going to replace him with JD Vance before the end of this month, maybe at the beginning of next month, but before Valentine's Day. That's
Yeah, you keep saying Valentine's.
I do.
She keeps
I don't
saying
know why,
Valentine's.
but I've been saying that for a while.
Hang on. Actually, wait. I wanted
Ooh,
to
good
look up.
idea.
Wait. For you
And then
though, I wanted to look up your.
I'm a Libra Cancer. I'm literally a
Right.
Libra double Cancer.
Okay.
Like, what the
So
fuck?
wait, your. Where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. For January, your best days overall are the 3rd through the 8th. For February, your best days overall are the 19th through the 23rd.
Ooh, so maybe that's around the time that he dies.
Maybe. Your most stressful days will be the 4th through the 8th.
Okay.
And your power word will be outlook. Anyway,
I'll
that's
take it.
quick look for the
I like
Librans for February. Okay.
And our
anyway.
advice card for all of us is the High Priestess, which is telling us that we're disconnected, that we don't believe in the good things when we see them.
We don't believe it's going to happen.
And we're like, oh God,
We're doubting
do
ourselves.
you really think this old man is going to be alive in 2028? Because I don't. I genuinely don't think he's going to be alive to see the midterms. If he is, I'm going to be shocked. If he is alive long enough to get
If he
impeached
is,
by the
he'll be
new,
like in a
I will be
wheelchair
genuinely
and
shocked. Exactly. He won't be able to walk.
yeah.
I have the theory that the day he is finally pulled from office is going to be the day he turns to his advisor and says something like, "My diaper's full." Like, I think that's going to be the day, because was it yesterday or today? Very, very recently, he was in a cabinet meeting or some kind of like big meeting, right? And Marco Rubio, sitting next to him, hands him a note to read to get him back on track, right?
Okay.
You already know what happened.
Oh, did he
Yes.
read it out loud?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course he did, because he has fucking dementia. And the look on Rubio's face when he did it, like he passes him the note. It's like a, hey, buddy. And he's like, oh, Rubio gave me a note. And Rubio goes, like just dead-eyed. It was so funny. It was so funny.
That's hilarious.
It was really fucking funny. Oh. So thank you for joining us for Is He Dead Yet? That is what we will be naming that segment until he is dead. Then we will turn it back into 3 for Thee. Until then, it's just going to be Is He Dead Yet? Because that's
what we want to know.
That's really what we want to know.
That's what we want to know. So next
week on Woo.
Next week on Woo. Woo. Woo.
We're tired and stoned. We need to go to bed. Okay. Our goal is to knock these down to like an hour-ish. We will see if that ever happens. May or may not.
Maybe. We'll see. Eventually. We were also kind of just enjoying chatting with each other for the first time in almost a month. So we missed each other. We needed this. Next week, we will be talking about astrology moments to look out for the next year.
Get your horoscopia.
I said it's going to happen, so I'm going to make it happen because I have to hold myself. I'm going to be a woman of my word.
We're trying, folks.
Next week.
It's an imperfect thing.
Trying.
Look what we got. Look what we got.
Yay! She's organized.
No, I'm not. I'm just trying to be.
It's
a lie.
Trying to get organized.
Trying though. I did write in it. I did. There's nice. Words in here.
Oh my god.
I put as my goal for January consistent weekly schedule on all platforms.
Oh, wow. You are so organized.
I put a goal. Good That's job. My goal. It has not worked out yet, but I'm working on it.
But she has a goal.
That's
the important part.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm going to go to bed.
All right. Stay magical. Keep being a menace.
Blessed or hexed. Thanks for listening.
Later, witches.